I want to put you on a life-changing project where you have the opportunity to make gains. What's going on, guys? Welcome back with another video. Today, I am bringing you the auto staking strategy, the simplest form, the purest form, the formula that you need regardless if you are an advanced, if you are a newbie, if you have a huge amount of PulseX bag, or if you are just sacked for $100 or so. It doesn't matter. This formula actually works. I'm going to walk you through exactly step by step how to actually implement this formula. And best of all, since we have the testnets is up and live right now, I can show you, not only tell you, but show you practically how to implement this formula. Before we go into the video, do me a favor. Smash that like. If you like PulseX, if you like Pulsechain and PulseX and all the ecosystem that Richard Hart is building, this is the channel. Subscribe so you won't miss out on any updates that I'm planning on making down the road, specifically on PulseX and all the other projects that is going to be launched on Pulsechain. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at TCP Crypto, where I drop news updates on PulseX, Pulsechain, and crypto in general, right? So let me take you to the notes. In the recent weeks, we had many updates on PulseX. I was wondering, what is the best use of the PulseX token if I really want to exploit maximum benefits off of it? I always say, simple is powerful. Remember, holding rewards people 10 times, if not 100 times, more than actual trading, right? Many people say that I am more bullish on PulseX than Pulse and Hacks. Well, I have my own reasons. In fact, I believe that people can live off of their PulseX, gain price appreciation without the need to sell their PulseX. And best of all, it's almost risk-free. We're talking about 99% risk-free. I am ready. Are you ready? Let's go. So here's the strategy. You need to take your PulseX. You need to stake your PulseX in the single asset staking pool, right? So you take your PulseX, you stake it in the pool. In return, you will get reward token, right? Now on the testnet, we have it as the part token, right? Now on mainnet, it may change, it may stay the same, but let's stake it for whatever we have right now, right? So you will get the reward token, regardless of the name, regardless of the ticker symbol, whatever, right? You will get that reward token. What you need to do with that reward token is you need to swap it on PulseX on a daily basis. Now, TCP, tell us, what is the percentage? It's in the front of you. Easy figure. 70% for PulseX, 30% you need to cash it out. But TCP, why would I need to cash it out? Because of two things. Number one, you need to build your stable coin reserve. I don't know about you, but I like to do that every single time. I need to build my stable coin reserve, at least 30% of my total portfolio. So if there is an opportunity presents itself in front of me in the arena, I can take it right away. So you always need to keep that in mind. Cash it out and spend it on a daily life, or you want to actually turn it into a 30% stable coin. It all depends on your financial situation. And finally, just repeat the whole process. It is so simple, yet it is so effective. Here's why. A lot of people may take a look at it and there's just like, where's the complexity in this? Well, it doesn't have to be complicated to be profitable. Remember this. Simple always wins over complex in every single metrics. One thing that I really like about this formula, and by the way, this is my formula. This is exactly what I'm doing since testnet went live until now. And this is what I like about this strategy. This strategy will not only put your PulseX into work for you, but this formula also allow you to maximize your PulseX back. In other words, make it actually bigger. In other words, grow your PulseX back, especially in the first couple of weeks or months. But there are a lot of theories behind it. If you're interested in knowing about how to gamify the system to grow your PulseX back from day one. You can join the private Discord channel where we are actually talking about all of these things and more on a daily basis, right? You need to have a sizable amount. If you are someone with 100 mil and above, this will work like magic to you, right? Hopefully you were smart enough and more aggressive during the first days of the sack for PulseX to build your position. And I was telling people from day one and even before Richard Hart actually opened the door to sack for PulseX, I was telling people, prepare yourself. This is once in a decade opportunity. You don't want to miss it. You pretty much like someone puts you in a time machine and you are back all the way day one when PancakeSwap launched, day one when Uniswap launched. This is how big of an opportunity it is. Finally, you need to stick to this formula for at least a minimum of 1 year to see some sizable profits. The ideal time frame is 4 years. In 4 years, this simple formula that you are seeing in front of you will explode your portfolio, literally, right? And you'll probably come back to this video. You're not only going to smash that like button, but also you are going to nuke that like button, right? So here's the thing. In this way, you are turning your PulseX staking into a manual compounding staking. Here's how. There is a time frame on this formula. If you're just gonna stake your PulseX, it won't compound itself. You won't grow as fast as other people. You need to figure out what is the best timing for you in order to compound that on a faster rate. Also, the most important thing about this simple yet effective formula is that you are not risking your PulseX. At any time, you can access your PulseX. It's not locked, and you don't owe any debt on it. You have a full control 24/7, 36/5 every single time you want to unstake, pull your PulseX. You can do that just like that. Also, I would argue that this is the safest way to make money off of your PulseX faster than anything else, given the fact that you can increase the APR by actually participating in the voting, right? And the voting DAO, you can introduce proposal that actually raise the APR for this pool, for the PulseX pool, where everyone can win. And now we have a higher APR, you have a higher incentive tokens, you have a higher chance of actually making more money, right? Now, if I know people will say, well, TCP, you missed the farming. Why I'm not actually take that reward token and farm it, right? And make more money with it. Yes, you can. And in fact, I made a video previously that talks about how you can actually maximize the farming for the rewards token. But here's the thing. With farming, you need to understand something called impermanent loss, because now you are farming two tokens that are not stable, right? We are not talking about farming or setting up a liquidity pool for stable coins. Both pairs, they are stable, right? The chance of one of them go up and one of them go down is pretty much not existing, right? Introducing a farming that will introduce a heck of a lot risk through the impermanent loss. If one of these goes up, one of these goes down, there you go, your profit. I don't want to do this, right? I want something that I can sleep at night knowing that it's generating income for me, regardless of its size, but it's generating income for me. I only need to care about one asset in this formula, which is PulseX. I have implemented this formula since day one when PulseX went live. Let me take you to PulseX in order to see whether this formula is actually working or not. Here we are in PulseX, and we need to go to pools. And when we go to pools, here's what you see in front of you. So far, I have staked 10 million PulseX. Why 10 million PulseX? Well, 10 million PulseX because there is a limit on the testnet. Here's the thing. I actually put a 10 million PulseX at the very first days when PulseX went live, and here's how much I made. How many days since we had the PulseX testnet live, since we have this interface live? I don't know, maybe a week, maybe 10 days. Take a look at the actual rewards token that I got just staking 10 million PulseX in this single asset staking pool. It's a $5,300. So now we have the first part of this formula being implemented, and you can see it for yourself on the testnet right now with a very minimal APR. Now, we understand this is a testnet. We are actually looking at the implementation of this formula, right? So we got the first half done, which is taking our PulseX right here, 10 million PulseX. Now, we need to finish the other half, which is turning this rewards token into a 70% PulseX and 30% cash, all right? So I'm going to harvest it right now. I'm going to pay that gas fees, very minimal gas fees. Very minimal. Oh, very minimal. Right, transaction submitted. Now what we need to do is that we need to go back to the exchange, right? We need to go back to exchange. Now we have some part token, right? You see it right here, 5,113 part token. I'm going to hit the exact same balance. Now we are going to take 70% out of that. So we are going to leave about 1,000, give or take, just for the simplicity of the math. So we are actually going to only turning 4,113 part token in token. We are going to swap it with PulseX token, right? So we swap that, pay the gas fees, and voila. Now we have about 1,000 part token, which is a 30% give or take, right? Now what we can do, we can actually put it into a stable coin. What is the best stable coin? What is the safest stable coin, TCP? When Pulsechain and PulseX and everything go live, the fastest one to reach its parity, mark my words, and the safest one, at least in the first couple of weeks or couple of months, until we have an actual native stable coin for Pulsechain, that will be DAI. Why? I made so many videos on this, on the why, right? You can go back. I'm going to put it up there. You can go and see that. This is our 30%. We are cashing out 1,153. I'm very happy with that. Price impact, whatever, right? We pay that gas fees. Bada bada boom. And that's it. That's it. As simple as that. And now we go to the pool. Right now it says there's a limit that we cannot increase our PulseX, right? But when mainnet goes live, this won't exist. Well, mainnet goes live, this hopefully there won't be any limit that we can go back and add more PulseX in order to generate more income. With this formula, you're putting your PulseX to generate more income for you. And two, you're actually capturing the price appreciation for PulseX. Now, leaving the actual reward token unharvested, it won't do you any favor. It won't do you any favor because it's not compounding itself, right? You need to do this harvesting. You need to do these steps by yourself in order to generate and grow your bag, right? So don't think by just leaving it untouched, it will grow by itself. No, it won't. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like, subscribe to the channel. We want to go past the 8,000 subscribers and bring you more formulas, more updates. Keep making these videos. And oh, by the way, I made a video, top 3 things that you need to get familiarized with right now before the mainnet. Right now, you can watch that video right there. Thank you so much. Follow me on Twitter. TCP here. Have a wonderful day.